Hello, I'm going to show you how to import virtual content onto your progress book, Gradebook. We've had this available to us all year. We had a training in the fall for, I believe, grades 4 through 12. So you can follow along and watch this video as many times as you need to. So if you go to your progress book, Gradebook homepage, in the middle column here, you'll see something that says dashboard. So you click that dashboard under the header online learning, and then it'll take you to Progress Books, what's called LMS or Learning Management System. So to get started, you want to go down here on the left-hand side on this tree on the left. See, it says search and view the library. So you're gonna click that. And then you want to click this tab that says public. That gives us access to Jefferson County's Virtual Learning Academy. So I'm going to do first grade. So you would pick your grade level in your subject area. So I'm going to pick first grade and English Language Arts. I want to thank Miss Henry for allowing me to use her progress book to demonstrate this. So grade 1, English Language Arts, and then search. And you'll see that the one that comes up that I can import is English_LA 110, grade level 01. And so I'm going to click import. And it's going to take a few minutes to do so. And so it was quicker than last time. So it popped up and it takes you to your dashboard home, which is the virtual classroom e-course dashboards, these 4 squares over here on the left-hand side. So what you're going to do there, I advise clicking the settings button down here. And it takes you to the name. What I would do is I would just change it to grade 1-ELA. Name it whatever you'd like. And then you're going to add the class from your gradebook. And so you need to click on this tab that says classes and then select language arts. Okay. And that's pretty much all that you have to do to get that content there. And then what you'll see is it imports all of this content. And it'll be specific to your grade level and your content area. And then you can go through, you can view it. Over here is where you would click if you want to delete it, move it, copy it. And so let's say that I want to assign this to my students. I'm going to click on it. And you can see the details of its name. You can change the names if you want. You can do 1 page per item, 1 page per section. You'll see there's different sections in this. And then you'll see the questions. And so you can look at this, and it gives instructions to the mentor, they call it. It would be the person who is helping with this lesson. So in our case, we're in uncharted waters. We're hoping that the adult or the parent would be able to help with this. And so it gives messages of the help that the student might need, or what to click on. One key thing that I did notice is that that Adobe Flash has to be activated, and so that could be an issue. It pops up here in the right hand of our address bar, and then the parent would have to allow Adobe. But you can see it's got content, and then there are questions. So this one has, I think it was 17 or 18 questions that go with this lesson. It tells you which standards it's aligned with, and then you can go to results. And so once kids have done this, you can see the results. And so I'll show you what the preview is. So if you click on preview, that takes you to what the students will see. So if I click on preview quiz, um, this is what they would see on their end. And so if I want to start this activity 1, click on it, and I've got a little arrow. It starts an online lesson.
Now, let's see if you can make some other words. I am thinking of a word that has the sounds of t, ah, and Choose the word.
And so I'm not going to go through that whole process. I encourage you to go through the activities as you're working through this. But you can preview that. And I'll show you here in a second how you can see what the student's view will look like. And so there's an example of a lesson. You now have all of that content. You can click on this content from this dashboard again with the 4 squares, content. It's there. Interesting grading. So you can click on your activities. If I sorry. I'm pause the recording real quick. Okay, I see what I was missing. All right, so if you go back to your content and you click on the specific assignment that you want to assign to your students, on the assignments homepage, you would click Add Assignment and the drop-down Language Arts. And so it actually goes back to your gradebook. It assigns it to your gradebook. The beautiful thing about this is with the multiple choice questions that are attached to it, it will grade them and input them to Gradebook for you. And so this page should look very familiar to all of you. Some of this is going to be different just because this is, again, the online content. And so you would click Save. I'm not going to do that. Well, let's do it. Save. Oh, sorry. Assignment type. And this is going to be reading. So say. And you can see that it's been saved. If I don't want to click on grid because there's going to be a lot of students information on that. But if I go to dashboard, you'll see that there it shows up in Miss Henry's Alligator Antics 318. And so I can click on that assignment, and this is going to look very similar. You're going to see your gradebook marks. That mark is going to be directly inputted when students complete it. So again, that should all look very similar to you. And so you can do that for each subject area. So if I go to dashboard again, it's right here in that center column, whether you're on your class or whether you're on your home. My home looks a little different, sorry, but whether you're on your home gradebook page, it's right here in the middle on online learning. You click on that, and then again, you're going to click on the library. So if I wanted to do this same thing for math, I could do it for math. So public, I want to click on public, and then I'm going to pick the grade level and then the subject. So I'm going to go to mathematics, and I'm going to search, and I can import this math. Again, these are aligned to each grade level. This is what Jefferson County uses for their virtual learning. This one seems to be taking a little bit longer to process. But you can set all of these up, and I'm going to interrupt this just because we've gone through this process before. Um, oh, it did show up. I'm going to delete that course. And then actually, I'm going to delete this one, Jess, so you can go ahead and add yours for yourself. But yeah, that's how you add online content. You can search the grade level and then the subject area and then add the content. You can edit that content as well. And so this is just a brief overview. Oh, I did want to show you. So if I go back to our dashboard, where it will show up for our students. So if you're on your home page, let me see if I can find this real quick. I apologize for that delay. What you want to do, so if you go into your specific subject, what you can do is if you click on View Parent Access Website, it's under Classroom Administration. That's going to take you to the student view. And I'm not going to click around too much because I don't want student information, grades, and things like that out there. But you can see right here on the left-hand side where it says activities. So that's where students will click. The student will have to, the parent student access will have to be set up on Progressbook. Most parents have already done this. And we may have to send out some communication on setting that up further if they haven't done so yet. But again, most parents have already set this up. They check their kids' grades on Progressbook often. But again, it'll be on the left-hand side under activities. They'll see what gets assigned to them, and then they can see what's submitted. Again, the questions get graded immediately. If they're multiple choice, you would have to go in. If it's an extended response, you would have to go in and answer that. All right, hope that helps. I'll attach a video from Jefferson County that will help as well, and then maybe just a quick guide that will help you see each what each tab does. So just a PDF. All right, thanks guys.